right. Well, cell phone charger back there if you need one.
All right, it's good. How the heavy doing battle with downtown? Are they sending you to the? I'm wondering if the lower whacker is the way to go now.
Great question. Let's see what they're having us do. It looks like
you're right.
Doing a lower whacker avoiding downtown. What do you think? Something different?
No, that's what my idea is. That's probably going to still be a little bit full itself, but I gotta say, I'm visiting his friend up there. I'm like, yeah, we'll see. We'll see how long it takes or how we do, but
looks like we're making good time. You know, it's funny. I used to live right where we're dropping you off.
Oh, okay.
Right around there, and then I just moved to Berwyn here, so I'm like a block away.
Okay.
But it's about 40 minutes for that drive. It's about 40 minutes.
All right. Well, it's I think Lower Wacker is going to be going up there a little bit recently, and that seems to work.
Nice.
Although there's been a couple drivers that simply do not want to take Lower Wacker.
Oh yeah.
Well, they claim, I don't know, and although they claim sometimes you lose connection or something like that.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, okay, well, you know where you're going to end up going, so and it's pretty, where you end up going is pretty much where you want to be.
Yeah.
You can't get too lost.
And that's really it. Some people don't. They live off the GPS. They need it. This is the turn by turn. They have no idea where they're going. They just when this says turn left, they turn left. That's all. And that's I don't know if you've noticed the newer generations of people. They can't live
That's
without
it. Oh my God!
function.
I know people that they haven't been around Chicago.
Yeah.
And I don't think they have any real reason to learn any other approach or understand anything further. Because this will be sufficient for what they're doing. Even if a customer gets upset, they can say, "Well, this is what they say is the best way." Blah blah blah.
That's right. Exactly. This is the route, and this will lose. Once it gets under Lower Wacker, it doesn't know. I always know to look ahead, and since I know where we're going anyway,
okay.
I've done this route hundreds of times. Let's go. Okay, finally some TV. And so but if not, there are twists. There's a lot of spots, but I'm also lucky. I've done a lot of driving just around Lower Wacker to know, here's we go to Lower Wacker, here's we go to get out to kind of navigate. You doing something fun for the enjoying the sunny weather?
It's been a low key weekend for my girlfriend and I. We were up in Wisconsin last weekend. This place called Cedarburg has this yearly strawberry festival.
Oh,
she's got a sister that lives in Cedarburg and some other family that lives in northern Illinois, so it's sort of like a little bit get together. So stayed over there, and actually, it's not a bad festival. A lot of these things are pretty whatever. But the nice thing is, it's got a lot of people that make their own shit from Wisconsin.
Nice.
So it's not just crappy crap that somebody else has made or anything else.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of good crap.
Sure. Yeah, quality made products. Yeah. Food, they make with the recipes, right? Strawberry
baked goods and all this other shit. Yeah. So it's kind of worthwhile going up there because you can knock out all your Christmas and whatever shopping real easily, real quickly.
Right.
The one thing you got to do though, as we found this out, a lot of cases you got to bring cash with you.
Oh yes, yeah. That's so funny. Yeah, I went to where was I? Yesterday, I went into Michigan, and there's this little beach town, New Buffalo.
Okay,
and there's that little spot there, Redmax or something. Like it's cash only, but it's the legendary Redmax. You have these giant hamburgers, really good size and everything, but they're like cash only. You got to get ready for that. But really good. And they do these cheesecake shakes. So it's cheesecake, a little cream cheese in the frosting, real thick, and it's so good.
Good as it sounds.
It's what you think, yes. But like you said, cash only. It's all these little beach towns, little white towns. They're just like, we're gonna keep it limited to this week's stuff.
So you drove there and back yesterday?
Yeah, it's hour and a half, so it's not bad at all.
So you did pretty good then, huh?
Yeah, it was nice. Yeah. Oh, I was taking the day off, just driving around, wanted to go and drive and just do a little road trip, take a day off, and see what's out there. Yeah, so yeah, it was good. But yeah, hour and a half drive, not too bad. Because right to go north, same thing. It's about to Wisconsin. It's about an hour, hour and a half.
Yeah, that's what it was, about an hour,
Yeah.
40 minutes, I think. But we did wasn't too bad. And but yeah, so we did that last weekend, and then next week we're going back up to some other place in Wisconsin.
Sure.
But that one's more like close to Lake Delvin or something, but it's another smaller lake
Okay.
around that area. But
Yeah.
folks have a cottage,
Nice.
and so we're doing that for a couple nights next weekend. So this weekend was we're saying shit. We're gonna
Stay in town.
stay in town, stay close to home. And did you go to the Berwyn fireworks on Wednesday night?
Oh, Morton Grove. Yeah. Oh, yeah. It was Thursday night. Right.
Thursday
yeah,
night.
Morton
Yeah,
Grove High School, yeah.
yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Right by there. So you can park. What's great is, I'm just a few blocks from there, so I was able to just get outside of there, and you can kind of get a view without actually having to deal with all of the chaos of the park.
Okay. How was it?
Oh, it was great. They did a great show. They put on a great show.
When I was trying to get my girlfriend, she's just not a big, let's say, not as much of a fireworks fan as I am. And I'm like, shit, it's here it's Thursday night. Let's just run over there. And so, anyways, next year maybe I'll just bike on over, get on my bicycle.
Oh yeah,
spot. So.
Yeah. You're not far from it at all. Not far from it at all. So
Okay.
But yeah, like the traffic of if you're gonna drive to it, it's definitely
I got you there. That's a good story.
Yeah, but it's great. It was a good show, and then so we did a few. My daughter was in a parade for Payless, so I was out in Payless yesterday for the morning, so that was a thing too.
Wow, busy day for you. Okay.
That's what I like about Chicago. Like in the weekends when it's warm, right? I say this: every area comes to life from Memorial Day to Labor Day.
Mm-hmm.
It's just every weekend there's 8 things to do. Every weekend it's a sun. People get their sunshine while they can.
And it is true. I actually still have a condo up at Montrose and Damon.
Okay.
I got it there back in I moved there from New York in 2000. And even though my girlfriend's here, I still spend a couple nights a week there. And I've got a few friends that are still in the city.
Yeah.
And a lot of other people at this point have family moved out to the burbs.
Right.
Blah blah blah. But I still try to get into the city.
Yeah, and you're right there if you're by the lake. It's worth hanging on to. Yeah.
It's it's a nice thing about being close in the city.
Yep.
There's a lot, but a lot of people. I don't see it's easy to get down there now.
Yeah.
I talked to her and we do this. What was the weekend before last? We took it over in and saw this EDM guy at the Navy Pier.
Oh, nice. Okay.
But it was freaking easy.
Yeah.
It'd take us less time than if we were, who knows, up in Ravenswood, taking the L in here.
Exactly. Oh yeah, forget about it. Yeah, try to take the train in. All
And so, I try to convince her that's worth doing things like that. So she's pretty much on board.
That's good. Yeah, and there's so much to do in that area. Yeah, I kept my house up there as well, and it's in Edgewater, and just that right by the lakes, all those stuff.
Okay.
There's just so many things to do. Right now, if you want something to do every single weekend, the city's got you. Every single night in the summertime, it's so nice.
So when did you move to Berwyn?
February this year.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Wow. Now how may I ask did you decide on Berwyn?
So my daughter actually, her mom lives in Oak Park.
Okay.
And so I was doing when I pick her up from school and we go back to Edgewater, I was like, let's go be closer. And then when I get here, her mom goes, we're going to move to Payless now. So as soon as I got here, I'm like, why did I even come all the way here? And so it's just this whole thing of like, all right, well, we'll figure that out. But that's why, and I was like, I didn't quite want to be living in Oak Park, so I was like, let's be close. And so I'm right at Roosevelt, so right where Berwyn starts and Oak Park ends, right on
Okay, gotcha.
I'm literally right there. So I was like, oh, this is perfect. 10 minutes from where she should be going and all that. So it made sense.
All right, but all of a sudden you got that other challenge now.
Now it's the other thing. It's like,
Freaking Payless.
Payless, yeah. Yeah. And so, right, and it's, I'm just like, there's nothing out there. There's nothing for, because she's 11 or 12. There's really no like activity. And where they went to, they're like surrounded by nothing. Like there's no parks, no place to go to. It's not really very kid friendly. Like,
That's pretty interesting. I don't know who had a good reason to move from Oak Park to Payless, but
of all the places,
you know shit.
of all, it just didn't make any sense. But yeah, so now we're just gonna figure that out because she's in between schools, so it's like, well, where's she gonna go to school now? Because if I gotta go pick her up, I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna go pick her up and drive 40 minutes, and have her do all that. Like, I'm not gonna let her do that again. I just went to make that stop. Like, I'm not gonna do her.
Oh man.
So, but we'll see. We'll see. But I like the area. Berwyn's nice. It's it's right there right by the Toronto Bread Factory, so it's nice. Lots to do. Same thing. I'm right by with Fitzgerald's. I'm sure you've been to Fitzgerald's.
Sure. Yeah.
I'm on the block of Fitzgerald's. So,
okay.
Right there. And so it's nice. It walks all those great little restaurants, great little venues, tons of little cafes. So that's really nice. And then there's there's all the park districts have like there's a park every 3 blocks. And then
it is sort of interesting as there's little blocks every so often.
Yeah.
It looks like we're not the only ones doing this, but that's okay.
Oh yeah, no. And that's just here and again because they're saying heavy traffic use alternate routes or that way. But it's still there's really no slowdown. We'll be fine. 20 minutes.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, there's lots of places there. I mean, I was actually at 2 places on Roosevelt yesterday. We had lunch at the one place, which just FYI, you've been to what's the name of the place over on Harlem? Begins with an S.
Sarbrino's the pizza place?
No, this is it's on the Oak Park side of.
Okay.
Shit, I can't remember because we always go there. It's one of the places I can never remember.
Because right at Roosevelt in Harlem is, I think, a gas station.
Yeah, it's right across the street from the gas station.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's across the street, and then there's the pizza spot, and then I don't think there's anything that side, so it'll be in the section maybe.
Oh, just look at my receipt from yesterday. Salerno's.
Yeah. So the pizza place, Salerno's. Yeah.
So I don't know if you've been there yet.
I did try their pizza I think once or twice.
Yeah, pizza's okay.
Yeah, pizza's okay.
But some of the other stuff is they make some good pastas.
Okay.
And it's so it's not a bad. It's a regular thing. Is they're one of those joints that are open pretty often.
Yeah, and that's a great family joint. Yeah, Salerno's, that's one, and they do pretty good. But you know what I didn't know, but it's also right there on Roosevelt. I didn't know about it. It was just made the list of top 10 pizza places in the United States, and it's Millie's Pizza on the Pan right there on Roosevelt. And they don't even do same day orders. You can't order pizza for today. You got to order it for tomorrow.
We have not gotten one from Millie's there, but I've done it a couple times for the one. Where's the original one up on Argyle or something like that? Yeah, that was the first one. Was up there, so he started up there. Same approach as you got to order it the day before, 2 days before. Yeah. He might have a pizza or two available same day.
Wow.
But you're taking your chances. But so you've had that pizza?
I have not ordered one. Yeah, I just want to be in it. And it's one of those, every time I order pizza, I think of it when I want it, not tomorrow, So.
Yeah, that's it. Sometimes if you're earlier on, you can call and he might have one.
Yeah.
Might not be exactly what you want.
It's just, here's what I've got.
But this is what he's got. He makes a few extras usually. So it's this real interesting semi deep dish pizza that is good.
Sure. Yeah.
So if you're planning on things or you got something like that, and you have a little heads up, it's definitely worth it.
Yeah.
You can go pick it up, and it's good pizza. Sort of really crispy around the edges.
Okay.
So it's
my mom's coming to visit end of the month, so I'm planning on taking her there and showing off Fitzgerald's and a little barbecue spot.
Yeah, Fitzgerald's is doing fine under the new owners.
Yep.
Well, you probably don't know it's new owners, but yeah,
I read about it. I read about that. Yeah, the older owners were there, and it was kind of getting a little quieter, but they revamped it. It was somebody who worked there, right? That bought it.
Yeah, so they're doing a real good job with the music, and then Sundays are a real good day there. Just FYI, because they've got different. Every Sunday it's a little bit different, but it's usually it's almost free music.
Yes.
On Sundays.
Yeah, it's great.
And okay. So I don't know if you've done that yet, but then once a month they got a Grateful Dead cover band.
Oh, really? Oh, cool.
So you can look that up. We've done that. They've done it twice so far, and so that's really good. And so you just end up paying for your drinks, and it's whoa.
Nice. I don't know. That's great. Nice. Yeah. So a little Grateful Dead cover band that goes every Sunday. You said?
Yeah, every once a month for the other Sundays. Though it's sometimes they got country, sometimes they got this, sometimes they got that. So
nice. Okay. I know they're doing the American Music Festival this week, so it's a 4-day.
Yeah, that thing's a little.
I hear it gets busy.
That is real busy.
Yeah, I definitely had to park about 4 blocks away from my house.
you feel the effects of that. So
yeah. My plan is I'm hoping to get home before 6 today. Just park because right now where I'm at, like, I have this really interesting house unit where. You know how like you have the lot, you can be in the front and then a backyard. So they put the house in the back of the lot, and so I just have a giant front yard, which is the backyard, but there's no drive and there's no parking lot. So like I have to make a parking spot, but I haven't done it yet. So I'm right down the street.
I see what you're saying.
And so I'm at the mercy of whatever Fitzgerald's is doing that evening.
You certainly are.
Yeah,
wow. Okay.
Because I'm right there on the block, and so you see people after 8 o'clock. You see people circling. Looking for spots because they're just like, there's something happening.
Okay.
Yeah. But I've got room for a carport, so I just got to go and get the city to give me this.
Okay. All right. So you bought a place or you rented it?
Yeah, And it's so interesting because it was 3 2-unit apartments that they tried to turn into one home. In such a strange way, they put a spiral staircase from the top unit down to the other one. They got rid of one of the rooms and then turned that into a stairwell, and then they just did all this stuff and blew out the kitchen, this big giant kitchen, but a really fancy like stove and everything inside, marble custom built like marble countertops, all really really great hardwood floor all throughout. But it was one of those where you could tell like 6 different people had lived and done different things. I said this is 6 different half-ass jobs on top of each other. So it just throughout the years we pulled that floor and it was 1970s linoleum, 1950s linoleum, 1920s deco. Like it was like this is, and then the hardwood underneath finally, if it was there. So it's just it ended up needing a lot of work. It still does, but that's my friend said if you don't buy it new, it's a fixer-upper. That's
gotcha.
Yeah, so I bought that one, kept the one in Edgewater here, and then just bought this one. So it's not bad. It's got plenty of space. I mean, it's like 3 times as big as the Edgewater. I had a townhome, and this is same thing. It's a single double. I don't know what they're calling it, but it's definitely a lot more space. Tons of storage, but How long have you been here in Oak Park?
My girlfriend, she grew up in the area. She actually grew up in River Forest.
Okay, not far, yeah.
And then she's been in this house for, I think 20 years.
Oh, wow.
But she's a dentist, acupuncturist. She's got an office up on North Avenue in River Forest.
Okay.
So that's her area, and she's got a few friends that she grew up with that nobody ever. There's a lot of people that grew up around Oak Park and never left there.
Yeah, it's so interesting.
It's one area where people they some people they had to leave. Oak Park-ish and River Forest is it's well how damn expensive it is, and it's you don't get anywhere near what you can. And Berwyn. And
Exactly why I went to Berwyn.
there you go. So, although I've got a bunch of friends now that did grow up over the area and now are in Berwyn as well, and of course, just as happy.
Exactly. It's right there. It's across the street.
But of course, the biggest thing for a lot of people is, getting their kids to go to Oak Park, whatever, River Forest High School. So, so everybody moves back in for that. Apparently,
Yeah, and that's they're good schools, so it makes sense.
and at the end of the day, like I said, it's close. You're really close in, especially now with Ubers and whatnot. Everything is easy and accessible and relatively quick.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. To think about it, if you don't want to drink a little something, you don't have to worry about it.
Yeah.
Let the drivers take care of it. Yeah. Plus, you can pay. Obviously, there's cabs and then there's Ubers, and you see what's the best price.
Well, it is. I mean, we even did when we went over to, my girlfriend. She just got a new car, a new Subaru, and she's like, "Okay, I'm not freaking drinking in this thing." And so, anyway, we took an Uber over to the restaurant yesterday.
Yeah.
And then she actually walked back. I walked over with the leftovers to. There's this one bar further west end. You called is it TJ's or JT's? One of the two.
TJ's. Okay.
Yeah, it's closer to the restaurant and closer to Harlem there. Mm-hmm. Not a bad place.
Sure.
But it's right. Brome's got some good stuff and some good Mexican places there on 22nd and whatnot. So.
Oh yeah, Cermac's got so many I want to try out. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. I'm working my way through all.
Okay. Yeah, that's the nice thing about this. Well, then again, I mean, the same with Chicago still has plenty of Mexican places wherever you live. You're not hurt for that, but
and what I love Edgewater. My favorite food is Ethiopian food.
Oh, really?
And you can't get that out here. But where I lived here in Edgewater, there were two of my favorite places. Blocks away, I was like, "Oh, this is great." There's one I would go to every week. They knew me. I would call in. "Oh, we got you. Your order." Right, 10 minutes. There's one of those. I loved it. They were great. But and that's what I love, the diversity. And then you got all the the venues, right? The Argonne Ballroom right there, the Byline City, right? All those right there in the theater district on Broadway. It's just a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, and you know what? You are hard pressed for Ethiopian here. That was a nice thing. When I was earlier on in the city, Ethiopian was probably once every other week for us.
Yeah.
It was cheap, and at least the places back then were BYO.
Yeah. A lot of bars.
And so we were, and a lot of my friends are vegetarians, so it was a good place to go for that.
Yeah. So you can do a little bit of everything, and the food's really flavorful.
Yeah.
It's a great time. Yeah, I grew up spoiled. I grew up in California, and my first friend in elementary school was Ethiopian. So I grew up with his mom's cooking and how that went, and then you go to the Bay Area, living around there, it was the same thing, a lot of Ethiopian food. So then I came here and I was like, oh no, what am I gonna do with it? I was like, Northside Chicago, they have it covered. It was like,
okay.
But once you get up to the burbs, it's just not. There's really no African food of any kind.
No, you're right.
Maybe someday. I'm sure. I know. Was it Maywood? I have my daughter's friend's dad is friends with the mayor, and he's African. The mayor's connects a lot to African culture, and so I think they're going to start pushing for more diversity in food. I'm hoping they can get on that quickly. We'll see.
Well, good for you. So you're still working on your place then?
Constantly.
So did you indeed you make it down to the hardwood floors in some cases?
Yes. Yes, I did make it down the hardwood floors downstairs, and this is the problem. In the master bedroom, I pulled up the hardwood floors, pulled up the carpet, got down the hardwood floors, and they were two different colors, two different styles of wood, because you know how the 3-unit houses, the brick houses in Chicago, right? That was supposed to be the stairwell, and the front they turned the stairwell into one room and knock down another bedroom. My daughter's room is where the walk-in pantry used to be, and my office is where the kitchen was, and so it's just this whole mess. So I was like, okay, there's no way to do it properly on these floors, and then on top of that, they put this like, what's it called? It's settling concrete that makes it all flat, and it's concrete on the upstairs hardwood floor.
Oh,
okay. And so I'm just in there smashing, get rid of all, and there's just all this stuff. And I'm like, this again, it was just not supposed to be done this way. So I ended up putting a layer of pergo over it so that it's just nice, neat looking, okay enough flooring. And so I did that. I did the same thing in the hallway. And then in my daughter's room, there wasn't even a subfloor. There wasn't anything. Once we pulled up the carpet, there was nothing. Oh. So I had to completely put all that new in and then put the pergo on top of it. And this was all like, we bought it, closed in January, and then he's had to stay late to like move out. So then we go to move in, and it was an as-is sale. So there was no like, it was sold as carpet on carpet, but it wasn't like that.
Gotcha.
And it was just, and we had to move. I was like, oh, because I had tenants that were coming into where I was at. So I was like, I gotta go. I had to get out. So like, I ended up, I was sleeping in the living room until April, until like mid-April. So I might have been May, but yeah, it was a while. I was like, yeah, I guess I'm there until I get it going. So it took forever, and I had to get my daughter's room figured out first before mine. So yeah, so about mid-April, and then now it's still floors and all this stuff, but it's just. And what else? Every room has like four light switches or more. Like in the bathroom, there's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you're like, it's like this light. I'm like, every room.
That's right. Oh my God.
So
some of the old places.
Yes.
But that was still the case then, huh?
Yeah. And because it was multiple units, its wiring is all strange, and where the panels get patched into. 3 water heaters, 2 air conditioning units, and the air conditioning units. That's the other crazy thing. They sold them. They're like, we don't know if they work. They haven't been able to get them to work. And we opened them up, and they looked like they had nothing had been done with any of them. But it was their wiring. They had them on a 120 circuit when they needed to be on a 230, and that's also they just on the wrong circuit. So we opened them up and put them on the right circuit, and they work great.
Oh, excellent. Okay.
Yeah. So I was worried that, we're just going to have to buy 2 new ones, but they work great. So and nice. And they're 10 years old, but they truly, we opened them up, it looked like they never even spun.
Wow. How about that?
Yeah. So that was a lucky one. But there's a lot.
All right. Well, you were up for the challenge, so.
Yes. I think I was unaware of the challenge. It's one of those, I knew it's going to go. And then I'm here until my daughter's 18, and I know once that's done, I'm keeping it as 2 units. That's 2 more rental units on top of the one in Edgewater.
Okay.
And then I'll be able to afford to live in California. with those 3, maybe I can get a 1-bedroom.
Oh my God. All right, well, you got a plan.
Exactly.
And at least you're right. I think Berwyn's a good investment. So
yeah. Yeah, and I've got 6 years to maybe I get 1 more, and we'll see. Yeah, when I don't do this, I work in tech also, 9 to 5. I'm a cloud infrastructure engineer. So,
okay.
Yeah, so it's enough to
so you do that from home.
Yep. And that's essentially, this is like, so I can talk to people and see the city. Like, this is what I do. If not, I'm just in my office staring at the wall all day.
Gotcha. Okay.
You said you're from New York?
Well, no, I was in this company that I worked with actually for like the last 35 years. There was a time that they were in Chicago, but then they sort of cut back the office here and moved a bunch of folks out to, just north of New York City.
Sure.
A little place called Dobbs Ferry, New York, right up the Hudson River. And so the deal was if I wanted a job, it was out there. And I'm like, yeah, sure, what the heck.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And so I was out there for about a little over 6 years.
Okay.
And basically, I got an offer back here in Chicago from the same, and it was a good timing. Good timing to come on back, so I did that.
What kind of work you do?
It's with a Dutch manufacturing company. It's mostly chemicals, but then the coatings and fibers and whatnot like that. It used to be called Axo, but it was just recently, like 5-6 years ago, bought out by a private equity.
I see.
And so now just hacking through on a private equity who's not happy because they've had it for 5-6 years now.
Oh yeah, they want to dump it.
Yeah, they were ready to dump it, and then all of a sudden got slammed with COVID, and so the IPO market has been not too friendly for anybody looking to float anything, and it just hasn't been that much money, and so they've been sort of forced to hang on to it a lot longer.
Yeah,
and so it is a little bit interesting because you got a lot of these higher ups that were, let's say, they're in the money.
Yeah.
But if they leave on their own, they ain't gonna get nothing.
Yeah.
So you got a bunch of these higher ups that are just sort of ticked off.
Oh yeah.
And biding their time for no other good reason that they've got to do so if they're going to get any sort of payback.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, they have to. Yeah, because it's. I imagine that the tariffs probably had some effect as well.
Yeah, that didn't help a lot. That didn't help a lot on our site either.
Yeah, I can imagine. So
because a lot of the stuff that we sell indeed is imported, and a shitload of it, including the stuff I bring in, is imported from China.
Yeah, exactly. So that's
and so that has not helped their situation. So, anyways, yeah, I don't feel too bad for these suckers. They're already making plenty of good money as it is.
Oh yeah,
and they're the ones that'll end up doing well once it gets sold off.
Oh yeah, because that type of I'm not a fan of that type of market because all they're doing is cutting out the profit unit, shave everything off, steal that, and sell it to someone else, and collapsing companies. That's all they do is collapse companies for profit. It just doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
Eventually, they're all just one thing, and we're all working for one corporation, or that's the end goal. Or it seems like the only end.
Yeah, it really doesn't even qualify as a company. Yeah. You can't really say you're working for a company.
No, you're holdings, right?
Yeah, it's
equity.
Yeah, you don't feel. They don't really feel that way, and they do some things like a company, but everything they do is simply for show.
Exactly. That's really it. So there's the shareholders, so that the numbers go up on the form that look good for the shareholders, so they can sell up the products. Where that revenue stream is. Yeah. No, it's absurd.
And every so often they claim they're getting ready to IPO it off, and they end up cutting a few more people, and and it's so actually it's company's down to a little bit of a bare bones situation now.
Uh-huh.
So a lot of people are just like, ugh. Anyways, it's always a standard private equity model.
Exactly. And that's the sad part. That's the private equity model. It really is.
But hey, it's a job.
Exactly.
So although, like a few of these companies, now you've heard of some of these companies now. It's like big ones like Amazon and whatnot. Now they're trying to get the people to come back to 4 days a week or even 5 days a week.
Yeah, on
site.
Yeah.
Which was like the one pretty good thing that the company had going on, at least until recently, was they were pretty relaxed. How many every days you want in the office?
Yeah, okay.
And I would typically do 2 or usually even 3.
Okay.
It'd be nice. It's kind of nice. I had a nice setup because I'd always work from Oak Park on Mondays.
Sure.
Because since my girlfriend, she's a dentist, she usually works on Saturdays.
Okay. Yeah.
And so we don't typically go out on Friday nights, and so we don't really start our weekends until late Saturday afternoon.
Right. Yeah.
And so Sunday's usually part of our
Yeah.
regular go out and have a few drinks and whatnot day.
Yeah.
Anyway, so I worked there on Monday and then Tuesday, Wednesday in the office, but I'd come back to Oak Park. But then Wednesday I'd go up to my condo and then work from my condo on Thursdays.
Yeah.
And then, Wednesday night or Thursday, I still, I'd see some of my friends in the city and it was kind of nice to do that. And then the Fridays, I'd just come back in and work from the office when there was nobody in the office downtown.
Makes
which
sense.
was nice. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know, they came down and said, they need people in the office 4 days a week. A lot of people are like, what the fuck? Now, the other thing is like, well, can you imagine, you've gotten used to doing what you're doing. Can you imagine, especially some people, a lot of people, they live out in burbs.
Oh, yeah.
And for them, it's like an hour and a half on top of, you have to, get up and take a shower every day and get all that shit ready and the clothes and all that other crap.
Oh, yeah.
And a lot of people are just like, shit,
No.
a lot of people are already overworked because they've got so few people. Exactly. And then they're like, now you want me to just come in
on
for some
top of that, had a commute,
bullshit reason. So I guess, obviously they want to be able to tell, potential buyers, oh yeah, we're blah, blah, blah.
Exactly. We have all these people that are under the dime, they're on our thumb, working hard. No way.
And they try to say, well, we want you to collaborate. Oh, bullshit, who collaborates in the office anymore? Exactly.
Yeah.
They'll got this one guy I work with. Well, now I don't work with him, but he used to be my old boss. He comes in and he goes, I didn't fucking talk to one other goddamn person the whole damn day in this office.
No point. There's no point.
I don't know anybody in the office anymore.
No.
And it's, anyways, it's.
The cat's out of the bag.
Exactly. That's exactly it.
And that with me within tech, like I started as an on-site guy. I was driving 2-3 hours a day every day to go to client site. And I was dreaming because the engineers were remote. There were guys working in Colorado. They were the senior guys. When I was starting, this was back in 2013. So I was like, that's what I'm working towards. So 2017, I started working remote. That was when I was remote. And when COVID happened, I was already set. I was already fine. And so I talk to recruiters. I tell them, I go, I'm only doing 100% remote. I go, I don't even own pants. I'm not going on site. It's not happening. They're like, oh, it's like, yeah, like, so, and I'll get calls like, hey, we have a job for this, you open up, and I'm like, if it's not remote, don't tell me about it. If they want me one day a week, they're like, oh, well, this one's only 2. I was like, then it's 2 days. I'm not going. It's not happening. I'm fully remote. I'm not. So right now I work for a company in Alaska, and then the other company I work for is in Nevada, and it's fully remote. It's not going on site any ever. Oh wow, there's nothing here.
Oh my fuck yeah, dude.
That's great. Yeah, this is right where it ends. That's great.
Oh my god, this is so funny to have it like this.
Yeah. Oh man, the pizza. I really miss it. I'm so sad. Just like I would love to be out. Where the place I was here in Edgewater is 2 blocks from the lake, and it has its own little beach right there. This is the weather to just be at the beach today.
Okay, my challenge is coming back Oak Park because now I see they're cutting people off here.
Mm-hmm. If you're gonna cut, what they could do, what I would maybe even recommend is just go up over the top, like go up Peterson and then come down. And then come down Ridgeland or something like that. That might be a little better for you, depending on what time of day.
Oh yeah, this is way too. This is earlier than I thought they'd be cutting it off because they're not even letting people get to Lower Wacker. I was wondering that I didn't really see that many cars on Lower Wacker. Now I know why. Yeah. Oh shit. Well, I think last week I came back and this one driver got off right at North Avenue. And we took LaSalle down.
Yeah. Okay, and then popped into it in downtown.
Jesus, yeah. So they really got it down to 2 lanes at this point already. Oh, okay.
Yes, I will be avoiding Lakeshore Drive while I'm driving around today. That's for sure.
Well, yeah, I imagine this is going to probably be going damn near all the way up. Yeah, so far. Okay, nobody's moving at all there, so I think that might be a good idea. Well, okay. I think North Avenue is going to be
That's the last one to get off. Yeah, because right over there. Yeah, you can do. Yeah, from here I would take Montrose out west and Ashland and then go down or something like that. You go through the city a bit, but you'll avoid all this. It's gonna be a mess.
Yeah, I don't know how it is. Yeah, you take Montrose, go south to, I think go south on Damon
Yeah, exactly.
or something too, and then get on the highway. Huh.
Yeah. Yeah, especially on a day like this, when it's nice like this, everybody's coming to Chicago, go to the lakes, go hang out at the beach, all of Chicago's out. Plus people coming from the burbs, so then once nighttime comes, once it starts cooling down, people start coming. It's cluster. It's just nuts on traffic. But it's, of course, it's a beautiful day. But honestly, not too many people. This is actually not too full.
I'm looking at the beach and I agree with you.
Yeah, it's not that bad.
I'm like, where is everybody?
It's not that bad at all.
Even that first beach that we went by.
Right there. That's, on a day like this, that's a surprise.
It's really interesting. My God. Because that Ohio Street beach that we went by, I think Oak Street Beach.
Yeah.
It's packed.
That was packed. Yeah, but look up here, it's really not that bad. It's a quiet day on the north side. Okay. Yeah, that's very surprising. And especially we're gonna see that Montrose is usually you're gonna see lines coming up here on Montrose on a day like this. That's what I'm expecting.
Yeah.
This is wild. It's
weird.
Yeah. But you know what? I'm gonna drop you off. I'm done work. I'm just gonna hang out with the beach today. It's too nice for me. Yeah, that's why I love the Northside beaches. It's so much quieter. It's just people don't make it all the way up. Especially, like I said, Edgewater. I'm right where Lakeshore Drive ends, right there, and there's just nobody. It's just so quiet. Especially like all the college students leave, right? Because I'm right by Loyola. Once all the college students leave, it's just quiet little neighborhood. So nice.
Yeah, I was before I went to New York. I also lived up here. I don't know, Dakin. Just one block south of Irving Park. I was right at Dakin and Broadway for like 8 years.
Nice.
And freaking loved that too because that was it's crazy because it'd usually be a line to get off at Belmont here.
Exactly. Yeah.
Wow.
Wild. Yeah. Yeah, no, Dakin is a great little like Ravenswood Park area right there. So nice. Yeah, Irving Park. It's such nice.
Yeah, it was really nice back then. It was cheap back in the days. And
exactly.
nice thing was you were right by. Just jump on the bike and you're right here. And in like literally 2 minutes.
Exactly. Yeah. You just come right here, Recreation Drive. There's all this cool stuff here. It's so nice. Yeah. Being this close to the lake in Chicago, it's just the best for like 3 months out of the year. It's great. So nice. That's where, I grew up in California. I'm just like, I get it nice all year round.
So you still need your water.
Exactly. I need the ocean. Yeah. But look at these are empty.
That is
lots.
crazy.
There's just no one coming out that. I'm so surprised because it's such a beautiful day.
It's weird. I don't quite understand if people maybe if even with just normal city crowd. I don't know. Maybe a lot of these city people ended up traveling or visiting somewhere else out there. But this seems really strange.
Yeah. No, this is very surprising. That's wild. Yeah.
Well, even though you got a situation that hasn't worked out, at least Berwyn's all right.
Exactly. I'm not complaining about it. It's fine. And we'll see.
Yeah, although Payless is a little bit of a hassle to get to. Although, what do? You go over to like Mannheim or something like that?
Kind of. No, I take River.
Yeah.
River Road down, and then down Harlem.
Okay.
Past 55. You get on 55 for a little bit, and then south, almost Manheim.
Okay.
And it's really it is. It's like a 40-minute hassle again. It's really annoying, but yeah, we'll see. I really don't want to go further south. I'm a city boy. I love living in the city.
Yeah.
I really like the reason I picked Berwyn because it's like this is just outside.
Yeah, by all means.
Downtown.
I totally agree. Yeah. It's you still got that feel.
It's close enough. Yeah. So yeah, there's no way I'm going out to Galesburg. Yeah, there's no way. So in here?
You go up a little bit further. Keep going south there.
Oh yeah.
It's you'll hit a bus stop and you'll take a right. Keep going.
Okay.
And it's going to be your next entrance right after the bus stop.
All right.
Well, listen, I appreciate it.
It's my pleasure. I hope you have a great day. It was great chatting.
Yeah, and by all means, maybe we'll see you around the hood, so to speak, in Berwyn.
We're Edgewater neighbors, so
that way too.
And yes, on both sides.
All right, have a good one. Thanks.
Okay.